Welcome to Breakout EDU. This is Princess Pie and the Captured Kingdom. So the story for this game is that in the country of Avalon, everything is mathematically exact. From its walls being perfectly symmetrical to its castle bricks being weighed and perfectly cut, this kingdom is a mathematician's dream. It's run by the king and queen and their 3 children, and the people of Avalon live in great peace. That is until now. The king and queen have been captured by a greedy dragon called Pyar. He's been trying to overtake the kingdom for centuries, looting the town of its highest carat gold and ridding them of all of its wealth. There is hope, however, as the king and queen's only daughter Pi is a mathematically gifted youngster who really knows her way around the kingdom and all of its hidden secrets. Your students will have to help her free your family from the greedy captor Pyar before the kingdom is overtaken for good. The locks that you're going to need to set up are the 3-digit lock set to 293, the 4-digit lock set to 6169, the ABC lock set to ROUND or round, the directional lock set to down, up, up, right, left, and you're also going to have a key lock, which I'll discuss in the next slide. So your breakout EDU box, you're going to need that. Your small EDU box you can have as well, which will be locked by the key lock. Your UV pen and UV flashlight are optional here. Reflection cards, hint cards, USB drive, and the hasp will also be needed to play this game. So for our small box, you're going to want to stick 2 of the 4 keyhole clues in the small box, as well as hint cards and the UV flashlight if you are using those as part of your game. To open up the key lock, you're going to have the scroll clue, put it somewhere close to the entrance of your classroom. To solve the scroll lock, you will have to first, prior to the game starting, create number patterns from page 9 of the printables. Only use as many strips that will create your room number. For example, room 73 would use 2 pattern strips because there's 2 numbers. So how you would solve this, or how you would set this up, is the red lines represent the numbers that are part of the room number. So if your room number is 73, you might have a number pattern that is 55, 47, 39, 31, 23, 15, and the number on the red line would finally be 7, which is part of room 73. And then you need to make another one where the final number would be 3. And that's where the key will be. It'll be close to the physical room number on your classroom door or maybe outside of the room. And if you don't actually have a room number that's visible, you can easily make one. In your large Breakout EDU box, put your certificates in there, and that's going to be locked with the hasp, and the 4-digit lock, 3-digit lock, arrow lock, and ABC multi-lock are going to lock that one up. To solve the 3-digit lock, there is a diameter clue with Princess Pie on it, and you are going to want to stick that somewhere up on a wall or whiteboard visible to your students. They will have to use the letters to spell radius, R-A-D-I-U-S, and determine that the radius times 2 will equal the diameter, solving the 3-digit clue. So you're going to cut out and place the keyhole clues randomly around the room. By finding the circumference, they will have to realize that its number corresponds to the alphabet, which will unlock the ABC lock, R-O-U-N-D. For example, a circumference of 10 centimeters might be the answer. The 10th letter in the alphabet is J. So this one has 2 parts to it. So you're going to print out and cut out the blueprints of the castle and randomly place them around the room, as well as place the riddle close to one of the blueprints. The riddle is, "This kingdom is special, so they say. Its people are royalty and treated as such day by day. The king cleans their shoes and treats them all. They're even allowed to wander in and out of the dining hall. There is an equation that solves the area for several as each floor up shrinks level by level." You'll notice that dining hall is italicized. That's going to be part of the directional lock. They will have to determine the circumference of each floor and then order them from biggest to smallest, paying close attention to the direction of the dining hall. The next is Pie's birth certificate. You're going to place the birth certificate somewhere in the room, And this is where you can choose to use invisible ink. You can put a line under March 14th and 15 pounds. This will indicate to them that pi equals 3.1415. If you choose not to use invisible ink, you can also just put the certificate out there and they will try to have to figure out those magical numbers themselves. This next clue will solve the 4-digit lock. Never wake a sleeping dragon. Place pi or the dragon's sleeping schedule somewhere in the room. The students should notice that the words wake and sleeping are enlarged or outlined in invisible ink, indicating that they need to pay attention to those times. The times will answer the 4-digit code as 6169. These are all of the printouts, or some of the printouts. So you actually do have 5 keyhole clues, as well as a few more of the blueprints. There's certificates, as well as the sleeping schedule, the birth certificate, scroll lock, and different strips of paper that you can use to solve the number patterns. And that is how you play Princess Pie and the Captured Kingdom. Hope your students have lots of fun.